Does your furry friend take over your bed every night? It's time to reclaim your space while giving them the comfort they deserve with the coldest, cozy dog bed. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to buy now on Amazon.
The chaotic flight path of the Ryanair jet speaks to some dire misadventure, serious mechanical failure, perhaps, or a medical emergency on board. The aircraft proceeds west after takeoff from Edinburgh, traversing West Lothian, Lanarkshire, and Ayrshire, then suddenly banks a few miles from the coast, enters a tight turn and heads back east across the country again. It circles 3 times over Peebles in the Scottish borders, before being cleared for landing on the same runway where it took off. The reason for the abortive holiday flight? 3 men and a bottle of vodka. Thanks to them, a planeload of sunseekers spent the afternoon uselessly circumnavigating the Central Belt. Within moments of touchdown, police officers were on board, ordering the intoxicated trio to identify their bags in the overhead lockers. Then they were escorted up the aisle to the exit as the pilot requested another slot for takeoff, which took an hour to come. "It was obvious before we left that one of them who was next to me was drunk," said a Spanish passenger after arriving hours late in Lanzarote last Friday. "He stank of alcohol and was vaping without any qualms." After the plane took off, they started shouting stuff in English and got out a bottle of vodka that was almost empty before an air stewardess took it and the e-cigarette off them. A few days earlier, it was a flight out of Glasgow which didn't get anywhere near the Canary Islands. This time it was a Jet 2 aircraft destined for Tenerife, which put down at Shannon Airport in Ireland to offload an apparently drunk passenger. Garda officers were sent aboard to drag the young man off. He progressed, prostrate, up the aisle wearing only shorts, his wrists handcuffed behind his back and legs bound together with an extension seatbelt. All told, the costs incurred by the diversion ran into 5 figures, a sum the airline will vigorously pursue the passenger to repay. It is standard procedure in Jet 2's zero-tolerance approach to disruptive behavior on aircraft. The problem for passengers is by the time the zero-tolerance approach kicks in, it is often too late. They are in the air and face lengthy delays to their journeys if their flights are forced to divert. It is either that or share cabin space with the troublemakers all the way to their destination. Indeed, although the zero-tolerance mantra is now industry-wide, it does little to offset the extreme levels of tolerance demanded of blameless holidaymakers as flights to the sun are disrupted by loutish and often drunk passengers. Alcohol-fueled air rage, it seems, is back with a vengeance. In 2019, some 373 incidents were reported by UK airlines to the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA, as they are obliged to do. The number fell substantially during COVID, but rocketed to 1,028 cases in 2022. The CAA has yet to reveal the figure for 2023, and, in the first 6 months of 2024, a catalogue of incidents has been recorded involving flights from Glasgow and Edinburgh airports alone. "The worst flight of my life," commented David Love, from Kirkcaldy, Fife, after a Ryanair service from Edinburgh to Tenerife made an unscheduled stop in Portugal in February to offload brawling yobs. "Bottles were thrown and children were left terrified and in tears," he told the Daily Record. "It was rowdy from the start. Everybody could see it kicking off, but the stewards were powerless. There was a couple of scuffles, and they decided to divert the plane, and then it got worse and a bigger fight broke out." He added, "There should be a breathalyzer test for passengers to complete before flying." Days earlier, on the same service, 2 men and a woman started shouting and swearing at each other before punches were thrown. Video footage captured by passenger Hannah MacDonald showed the lout storming up and down the aisle and yelling at anyone trying to intervene. She told the BBC, "It was as if they were the only people on their flight, their surroundings didn't matter. It was insane. They were very drunk. It was as if they were on another planet." In the same month, cabin crew on an EasyJet flight from Glasgow to Lisbon fought to restrain a man as he shouted and swore that he would kill them. Reportedly drinking red wine throughout the morning flight, the man had tried to engage the passenger in the row behind by demanding he shake his hand, a Cordy.